Paul White is the best stereo speaker installer in Globe, Arizona. He has a knack for knowing just what to do to make each rich customer's stereo system sound its best. Paul also has a knack for tuning up his rich customers' young wives. He's a real scoundrel, Paul. Years ago, he seduced his wife Joan away from a guy named Mike Santos. Now, rich women are being knocked off around Globe, and they're all Paul's kind of women. Okay, they're all everyone's kind of women. Detective Mendoza suspects Paul is the killer. Meanwhile, his wife's ex, Santos, is in the neighborhood. Oh, and he's recovering from a nasty bump on his head. And he claims he can see the future, and that Joan's husband has a hidden dark side. Could any of these people be connected to the killings? Spoilers from here on out. Why Do the Eye is an arty take on a psychological thriller. It takes place almost entirely during the daytime. Instead of a hero rescuing a damsel in distress, there are no women being rescued by the good guy, just women menaced or killed by a toxic alpha male. David Keith plays Paul. No, not Keith David, David Keith. And we can see where Joan would be attracted to him. In grainy flashbacks, we see a younger, more foolish version of Joan falling for him, even though he's wearing a really bad wig. We also see why she dumped Santos, who's an annoyance from his first moments on screen. Kathy Moriarty plays Joan with her usual grit and edge. She loves her husband and their daughter, who exists only so Joan has someone to try to protect when the serial killer goes on his rampage. Okay, you've had plenty of time to leave if you want to avoid spoilers, but in my opinion, these aren't very spoilery, because you can tell early on, Paul is our killer. He has a love of violence that ranges from loving to hunt to killing women gruesomely because he claims God told him to put them out of their misery. Why Do the Eye isn't a modern-day shadowy gothic, but a psychological thriller given arty direction by Donald Campbell, director of Demon Seed and Performance. Based on a novel by current political commentator Andrew Klavan, this isn't about some mysterious murderer who could strike anyone. It's about finding out you're married to a maniac and what you do with this new information. By the time Keith is painting his face and playing with big knives, we are watching a killer come out in full bloom. You can't just get in your car and drive away from someone like this. He has to be dealt with. This was one of the few films shot by Larry McConaughey. He's only shot a dozen features, but he's worked on over 100 others as a Steadicam operator. He gives us a sun-washed West Coast, surreal feeling. A key location is an abandoned quarry. Lots of money spent on nothing much. It's like living near the California Express Rail project. Lots of sunshine, lots of money, lots of bored rich widows, and a madman inside running free. It's no place for a normal woman and her child. It has David Keith's best performance as an angry man who thinks he has the right to destroy those who frustrate and anger him, in a time without social media on which to vent. Thanks for stopping by. Drop by again soon.